Hey y'all, hope you're having a great weekend because I know I am. I've seen in the last couple of days a lot of drama, let's just call it, about influencers getting paid to report on politics for the Democratic side, right? Um, so there's this big article that came out and everyone's like, you don't know where the money came from, and that's not ethical and that's not moral, and we didn't know that they were being paid to talk about certain subjects and this, that, and the other, right? Here's the thing. And I'm going to use Aaron Parnas as an example, okay? Because he's obviously the most popular one. And I definitely watch, just for reference, I do follow Hawk as well. And I did watch his video, I think it was like 35 minutes long or something, where he literally went line by line in the article, right? So I am open to hearing all sides. But here's the thing. I feel like independent influencers that we depend on, such as Aaron, to provide us with just the facts, right? He literally is providing just the facts. He's not like, this is stupid, this sucks, Republicans are horrible. Like, he just really tries to, in my opinion, he tries to just give us the facts in a snapshot so that we are informed. If you want to dig in deeper, you dig in deeper. You do what it is that you need to do to satisfy your curiosity about the particular topic that he has given us a snapshot of, right? I think it's amazing. I actually look for him quite often because sometimes I see him every time and sometimes I don't. I see Hawk's videos every day as well, and he's a little bit different because he gives his opinion, which I love as well. And I don't always agree with what Hawk says, and I don't always, think that he's right, for lack of a better word. I mean, who really cares? I, as a consumer of social media and someone who just wants to know what's going on without having to go, oh, what did the source come from? This, that, and the other. If I am really interested and I want to dig down, I will do that myself, right? I'm more than capable of doing it, and I have the time to do it. So the thing that I really don't understand is, why are we holding independent, how do you want to say, reporters, but social media influencers to a higher standard than we would hold a CNN or an MSNBC anchor or a Channel 2, KTVU news anchor? Why are we holding these people who are young, very young, and they are getting their voices out? They're very popular. Why are we holding them to a different standard? You would never sit down and watch the 10 o'clock news and question the anchor's motives, question the ads that they play directly following a certain story. You would never question, where did they get the money for that ring they're wearing? Where did they get the money for the necklace they're wearing? You would never in your life even think of questioning any of that. But yet and still, we grew up on sitting there watching the 5 o'clock news, the 6 o'clock news, the 7 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news, and even in the 11 o'clock news, right? And never once did we question the broadcast station. We never questioned the anchors. We just took it for what it was. So, why are we as a collective or society or whatever trying to hold these people that are trying to just give us information. Why are we holding them to a different standard? That makes zero sense to me. In this whole thing, the bottom line is you provide a service, you have a certain level of expertise, you should get paid for it. Period. There's no question in my mind that the work that Aaron does, he should be compensated for it. And quite honestly, I don't care who pays him, but he should be compensated for the work that he does. He does a lot, and he is not perfect, and I don't expect perfection from anyone, but he does a great job. Just like I think Hawk does a great job. But this whole thing of hidden money and who did this and who did that and what did the contract say? Maybe you would know what the contract said if you were invited to enter into that contract. So whether that article was 100% truth, whether there were lies, whatever, right? I don't care. I just want to get the information at a snapshot and move on with my life. We are all under so much stress these days, and so much so that I feel like we are triggered by things that are really don't matter. So that's my 2 cents. Like I said, I hope you guys are having a great day. And at the end of the day, you have a certain level of expertise, you're doing a job, you should get paid for it, period. TikTok, thanks.